Good afternoon, and welcome to Tales from the Shop. My name is Wade Lennon, and I'm the owner of Monaco Motors. Today we have a BMW E93 2011 328i, and today we're going to be covering the power steering pump. The power steering pump on this car is actually leaking, and we are going to go through the procedures on how to replace it and the way we do things around here. So this is a beautiful car. It's got 58,067 miles on it, very low mileage. As you can see, it's a beautiful interior, red interior. Not my color of choice, but it does look nice. It's very appealing with the black. And this car is in great shape. It's a one-owner car, and it's got an unusual leak from the power steering pump, like I mentioned. And what we've got on the bench there is the ducting for the air cleaner. That's the intake ducting. And we're about to disassemble this, and we're taking out the air cleaner assembly. The boot's been the clamp's been loosened up prior, and now we're going under the car, and we are shooting from underneath the car, and you're looking at the splash shield now at the very bottom of the car. So we're going to take out all these bolts and remove the splash shield so we can get to the front of the engine and the serpentine belt and everything. While we have the splash shield out, we're going to put it in our parts cleaner. We have a water-based parts cleaner that's heated water, and it's a tool that we put to use a lot around here. So on the splash shield, there's probably like 25 bolts, 20 to 25 bolts, or screws, and he's going to drop it down right now, and hopefully none of the it's not that bad underneath. I was going to say hopefully none of the oil drips down onto the ground, but in this case, that's not happening. So back to the top of the motor, we're going to put a splash pan underneath because we're going to be disconnecting some lines and stuff to the power steering pump. And we're going to protect the intake here by stuffing a rag in the intake boot so nothing gets in there. And right now he's sucking out, the technician, Issaka, is sucking out the power steering fluid so that the power steering fluid doesn't run all over the place. And we are vacuuming that out into a tank, and that will be hazardous waste and disposed of accordingly. So now we're looking at the serpentine belt, and we're about to take the serpentine belt off, and we're going to have to release the tension on the serpentine belt. Serpentine belt looks like it's in good shape, so we'll reuse the serpentine belt. And let's see, motor's super clean, very clean. Car's been well maintained. This car came to us, it was actually at the dealer for some recall work, and the customer's a regular customer here. And they happened to notice that the pump was leaking, and we asked the client to bring it down for us to take a look at it, because we were surprised that was the case with this car, because it's such a nice car with low miles, 58,067 miles on it, very low miles. So the belt tension has been released, and now we're taking off the pulley for the power steering pump, and as you can see, the belt's kind of flopping around and it's loose. So he's going to remove the belt and get that out of the way, and then the next step is to take this pulley off and give us some more room to access the pump. And we'll inspect the pulley once it's out, make sure it's good. A lot of these pulleys today some of them are made out of plastic. I believe this one's made out of metal, but the tensioner bearings are made out of plastic. And as he's removing that, we will inspect it, and then we'll probably end up reusing this pulley. He's got to be very careful when removing that, so we don't bend anything and we don't bend the pulley. Any damage to the pulley would affect the belt when we put everything back together. So carefully he's spinning the pulley and prying it in a certain fashion, but behind the pulley so that it's not damaged. And now we're looking at the power steering pump shaft itself with the hub on it. And now we've clamped off the hose, the feed hose, to the power steering pump so that extra fluid doesn't run out when we remove the hose. And this is one of the factory clamps. We're going to remove that clamp right now. It's loosening up the hose. Now the hose is loosened up. And that splash pan is going to come in handy now that the hose is going to be pulled off, and the splash pan will catch everything underneath the car. And that's another reason for taking the splash pan off, so that the fluid will go down and not into the splash pan, it'll go into the drain pan. The fluid that goes into the power steering, if you look at the cap on the power steering reservoir, the cap will tell you what type of fluid needs to be put back into the system. It's usually CH11S, Penison. Depends on what it says on the cap. So he's removing everything out of the way and getting to the bolts on the power steering pump. Now those are the fittings and the sealing washers. The sealing washers will have to be replaced. That's the power steering cap. That's the pulley there. Pulley looks to be in good shape. And the pump's about to come out. Almost got it here. A few more bolts still need to be taken out. That's the alternator right above the power steering pump, right by his hand. The alternator didn't have to be removed. Those bolts are Torx bolts. They take special sockets, Torx sockets, to remove them. They're not regular hex bolts, they're Torx bolts. think he's got one more bolt to go, and then we'll all be done. The pump will be out. And this is about it. It's coming out. Look how small that pump is. Very small pump. They've been making them like that for years now. That's pretty oily and greasy, and yeah, it's been leaking quite a bit actually. So we'll clean up the area, and we'll be installing a new pump. That's it for Tales from the Shop. We look forward to seeing you later in the future, and thanks for visiting us.